It was purchased new in the fall of 1964. Hi, it's Bud Wilkinson. Today it's a story on a 1965 Mercury Comet Caliente convertible. It's dark green in color with a tan interior and belongs to Vicki and John Boccuzzi of Newtown, Connecticut. It was originally purchased by Vicki's mother.
My mother wanted a new car. She wanted a convertible so my sister and I could drive around in it. It remained my mom's car until she passed away about 45 years ago, and then nobody wanted it, so we took it over.
By that time, in 1979, it needed attention, and it got it from another family member.
The car was in terrible shape. I mean, it was really in awful shape when we first got it. And I have a nephew that's in the business. He owns Ducksworth Restorations up in New Milford. And he spent a tremendous amount of time trying to save this car. It was really just so bad. It's a unibody, and a large part of the body underneath was just gone. He was able to get it back together somehow and painted it up. I didn't want to spend the money on a full restoration. He of course, feeling an obligation to his uncle, it seems. It's very hard for me to give him money. He just won't take it. So I did pay him some, but nowhere near what the restoration was worth.
Eventually, the couple's daughter got her hands on the Comet, which resulted in an exterior makeover.
It was always this green color, and then my daughter in 89 to 93 went to Skidmore, and she changed the color to red and drove it up to college those 4 years. Really enjoyed the car and, you know, had a good time with it. Yeah. And now we've had it since then.
The car did get returned to its original color, though.
After my daughter finished college, the car kind of needed work again, so we brought it back up to my nephew Ted, and he worked on it, and we repainted it green, the original color that it was.
The Comet is powered by a 289 cubic inch V8 engine and has an automatic transmission.
It's actually a real dog. I mean, it has no power at all. The car is pretty heavy because of the convertible motor in the back, and I think just maybe all the work that's been done on it. The car is just very, very sluggish. So it's not something that you shoot around in.
But
it's for cruising.
It's got modern features, like it has windshield wipers that are intermittent, which is very unusual for 61 years ago.
Yeah, and I think it was one of the first cars to actually have that. The feature I don't like is you fill the gas at the bumper. Under the license plate. You pull a license plate, and it's just a nuisance. I don't think that was a very good placement of the gas tank.
The Comet does have two items that didn't come from the factory: the right side hubcaps. They bear the name Mustang, as in the legendary Ford model.
I had the full set and extras of the Mercury head, the regular stock ones, which are on the other side of the car. But for some reason, I couldn't keep them on this side of the car. They would just fly off. Even driving at moderate speed, all of a sudden the thing would take off. I tried bending the prongs on them. I tried, a lot of things to get them to stay, but they just wouldn't. So my nephew finally said, look, I'll just put something on that'll stay on.
That the Boccuzzis have a Comet Caliente convertible is due to the fact that auto workers at General Motors went on strike about the time Vicki's mother went car shopping.
At the time, my mother wanted a Chevrolet, but they were on strike in the fall of '64, so this was her second choice.
All these decades later, it can legitimately be called a family heirloom.
And I should mention that there's 5 generations that have ridden in it: my grandmother, my mother, myself, our kids, and our grandkids. So that's kind of neat.
And it's appreciated and maintained to this day even though the reasons for their keeping it can be debated.
It's kind of a sharp-looking car when it's all cleaned up.
So I'd say it's 10% sentimental because it was my family's car, and 90% that John loves cars. Right, Jim?
Well, I don't know.
That's my ride. In Newtown, Connecticut for CT Insider, I'm Bud Wilkinson.